Hello, Aries. Welcome to Spicy Sunflower Tarot. Welcome to this June weekly reading for you. Hope you're doing well. Hope everything is going fabulous for your June so far. Aries, I have a reading for you. Let's get started. Jump right in. This is the SOHA Mystic Tarot cards. I've got a couple other decks here we're going to grab if we need them. But Aries, while I am completing this shuffle and just going to clear the deck of anything that is not for your highest and best good, tune into your energy, tune into your intuition. Let's just pull what needs to be pulled for the sign of Aries. For the sign of Aries, thank you so much for being here. Thank you for being a part of Spicy Sunflower Tarot. We're going to start off with the past. This can be whatever past you have in mind. Maybe it's last week, maybe it's last month, maybe it's last year. Let's just pull that energy because it is an energy that does affect you. If you're not properly clearing things out. The Chariot, Temperance, your fire cousin Sagittarius, and Ten of Pentacles. So your past had an element of movement, moving forward, moving on, moving ahead. Just basically, the Chariot is always a symbol for me of you decided that you weren't going to stay stuck in something anymore. You were going to move out of it, move ahead, leave something in the past. That's a really awesome, positive card to have in our past because it just indicates that you really closed a chapter. You closed a door, you closed a relationship, you closed a workplace, you closed something down, and you are proceeding to move ahead, move forward. It is just very much move forward energy. It can also indicate getting a new car. So getting new wheels, getting an ability to actually be mobile. That's Chariot energy. Temperance is in addition to moving forward, you have had gained this skill of moderation, of now that I am moving forward and taking charge of my life the way I want to lead it, I'm also going to make sure that I'm not being too heavy-handed in one direction or another. I'm going to be able to be moderate. This Temperance is blessed by an archangel, Archangel Michael, as a matter of fact. So if you needed any obstacles cleared in your past, it definitely probably felt like you had angelic assistance doing that. You had this clearing of the slate. There was cutting cords, there was detaching, there was, and it's a positive, it's a healthy, it's a very moderate aspect. Nothing was done like just grab the scissors and start cutting. It was thought out, planned out, it's moderate. Temperance. And the temperate is always used in recipes. When something is not too hot or too cold, it's temperate. And that is always a reminder to me that this card represents it's just right. It's like Goldilocks and her porridge and her bed and everything, just right. Ten of Pentacles, your recent past had some sort of abundant windfall of financial gain, some sort of stability lockdown. You were handed like a legacy. You were given income you didn't expect to get. Some sort of beneficial bounty came your way. Some stability, some security, financial or like a homestead, a home, you were provided for. I love this. You moved forward. You were given the skill or the ability or the blessing to be able to just be moderate. And then there's this beautiful bounty or blessing in your past. And now the present. Let's see what's going on in your present for the sign of Aries. Aries, what's going on for you in your present? This might just help with clarity. The world, the ending of a cycle, the ending and successful completion of a journey, mind you. And the world is such a beautiful card. It is the last card of the major arcana. So it does indicate once we've achieved the world, we start a new cycle all over again. The world can happen in a day. The world can happen over a year. The world can happen in our lifetime, but it is a cycle. And so some cycle is right now coming to an end. It's completing. It's almost like you probably might have this feeling of we're just putting everything in the box, we're putting the lid on it, and we're tying this beautiful bow, and it's good. We're grateful. Thank you for all the lessons. Thank you for all the blessings. And let's move on. Let's start a new chapter. Let's see what's out and around the corner for us. What else for the sign of Aries? These are sticky. The Knight of Wands. So this is definitely your fire energy. This is your passion. This is your oomph, your get up and go. Now that cycle has completed, you're ready. You are really ready. And this can be a very sensual energy. Maybe you're ready to hit the streets and start dating again. Maybe you're ready to start experimenting with, love and romance if you have a partner. The Knight of Wands is a little, they're just playful. And they're experimental and they're adventurous and they're excitable. And it is another Sagittarius energy. So more fire, like I said, your fire cousin Sag. And just here for a good time, not a long time necessarily. This can also be creative pursuits. It doesn't have to be just sexual, sensual. It can be creative pursuits. Maybe you're an artist. Maybe you are just a very creative person. This can be like the lighting of a flame for a new creative cycle to begin for you. So that's exciting if you are some sort of an artistic person. And now let's get some future energy going for you. Let's see what could possibly be in your future, Aries. For the sign of Aries, Five of Swords. In the near future, there could be the possibility of some verbal exchanges with other people. The Five of Swords can be conflict, can be challenge, can be change. And that's never pleasant for people. Some people just don't respond well to change at all. So if you're the one prompting the change, you could have some feedback. If others are the ones prompting the change, you could be giving the feedback. It's verbal, it's communicative, it's something that's happening in an exchange with other people. A lot of times the Five of Swords, because it is a cerebral energy, it's the way we're thinking about things. We feel challenged, and therefore then, when you feel like you're being challenged, it's a confrontational kind of energy. It is be prepared for a verbal exchange that could become heated. It's got swords involved, so that could be you're on the defensive or you're the one coming at somebody with your sword, and that's your truth. So we're dealing with truths. We could be dealing with opposing truths. We could be dealing with, we're just not seeing eye to eye with a group or another person. However it is that it lands, this is future oriented. This is not a prediction. It is just energy that's showing up, and this may not fit your story. So don't make it fit if it doesn't. I am going to get a layer of clarification over here with the ASTROMATRIX tarot cards, Aries. Ooh! Oh my gosh, I had a major spill. Hold on. I don't want to miss anything for you, but give me just a moment. My apologies. Goodness sakes. That went everywhere. I need to probably move my my desk a little bit closer to the wall, and I can't have any cards slipping out. All right, we're going to do a little reconstruction. So you might have needed to have a you might have needed to have a complete reshuffle on purpose. So I don't take things like that lightly. I think that everything happens for a reason. Sometimes we don't understand the reasons until much later, but let's try this again. Let me make sure I am more on the desk than not. They are very shuffled, in my opinion. All right, Aries. This clarification row of the ASTROMATRIX tarot cards for the sign of Aries. Yeah, 10 of Swords and Strength and the King of Swords. Here's my take. Now remember, don't make it fit. If it applies, okay. But clarifying, you might be feeling like there's been a betrayal. I really feel this Five of Swords in this future energy is just indicating there could be some really sensitive matters that you feel like people have gone behind your back and they've talked about you behind your back, or they've shared your personal business, or something has made you feel as if you've been betrayed. You've been stabbed in the back. You've been talked about behind your back. Something about the way that it makes you feel is betrayed, let down, very hurt. The good thing about that energy is that the 10 is the end. So we're not talking about some ongoing issue that just keeps going and going. We're talking about something that has been now out in the open. We're aware of it. We understand. And now we're moving on. We're definitely moving on. And we have the strength and the ability to do that because we're going to put our pride to the side and we're going to keep our ego in check. And we're going to remember that if we wanted to destroy whatever it is that hurt us, we could. But that's not what we're going to do. We're going to pull it together. We're going to gather all of our strength. We're going to remember that we're blessed by the universe and we have to keep that higher road mentality, even though I completely understand that that's not always fair, but high road mentality. And at the end of the day, Aries, this ability for you to be well-spoken, analytical, intellectual, the master of your communications. No one's going to get anything over on you. 5 of Swords, 10 of Swords, that is going to be a side issue because you're going to speak on your own behalf with authority. You have the authority and you're going to be able to put whatever people, places, or things in their place and let people know you're not one to mess with. Basically, I'm getting that Breakfast Club statement. You mess with the bull, you get the horns. I know that Aries, you're the ram, but let's just go with it. Mess with the bull, you get the horns. Let's get you an oracle card, Moonology oracle cards for the sign of Aries. These are all revolving around the cycles of the moon. We have bring love into the situation. New moon in Aquarius. How appropriate. Whenever we're feeling stressed out, argumentative, people are coming at us with their swords. I mean, we want to fight, but I love this. Bring love into the situation. So I want you to think about ways that you can bring love into whatever it is that you're dealing with, Aries. And this is your reading. I'm on TikTok. I'm on YouTube. Your likes, follows, subscribes, and shares are so absolutely appreciated. Spicy Sunflower Tarot. Thank you, Aries. Be blessed. Be well.